We were hoping we could get through roughly 2,587 hours of commentary here without having to ever discuss Ted Nugent. But if you know Ted Nugent, his big mouth, his ability or lack of ability to shower more often than Steve Bannon, he kind of had an idea that he was going to insert himself into the news cycle in some stupid, obnoxious, racist, misogynist way at some point, and we were just going to have to talk about him. And here we are. This past week, for his refusal to comply with COVID regulations, wear a mask or get a vaccination or these other things that would help save society, help prevent people from dying, help prevent people from getting sick, he compared himself to Rosa Parks, who you may remember in the Montgomery bus boycott, was able to get African Americans in the United States in 1955 the civil rights and equal rights they deserved when she refused to vacate a quote-unquote colored-only section of the bus and stand up when the white section was full and white passengers needed the quote-unquote colored seats. Yes, she refused to get up and say she was a lesser human being than somebody white who got on a bus and gave up her seat, and Ted Nugent refused to get a shot in his arm and put a mask on so that human beings around him wouldn't get sick and die. That's very similar. This shouldn't surprise you, of course, because Ted Nugent's entire life has been about himself, his selfishness, his sickness, his viciousness. He's a board member of the NRA in good standing, even though he has made numerous racist comments referred to the, quote, dark continent of Africa, unquote. He, at the age of 30, had a 17-year-old girlfriend. That would be illegal, and that would be heading towards predatory behavior. And by heading towards, I mean, he was a predator. That's okay in the Republican Party. You could be Roy Moore or any of those kinds of folks, and they accept you. Matt Gaetz, of course, being investigated for that. They just make up those stories about Democrats. Well, he was 30, and not only did he date a 17-year-old, he became her legal guardian so he could date her. Hey, Elon Musk's dad, where could you have gotten that idea for your stepdaughter from? The list goes on and on. He once on stage he took out a gun and told Hillary Clinton to suck on his, quote, machine gun. He was visited by the Secret Service once when he said that if Barack Obama was reelected in 2012, that he would likely be dead. And they wanted to know why he would be saying that what action would he take that would lead him to, I think he said he would be imprisoned or dead. For what? The Secret Service had to visit him. He is a boil on the ass of humanity, and an awful person. But man, taking that next step and comparing this guy's life, the guy that's saying Wang dang sweet poontang to Rosa Parks, that's a step even for him. But it's important to know yet again that he still is an NRA board member, the ones that had Maria Boutina, the Russian spy, in their ranks and accepted Russian money they laundered into the 2016 election, and have all sorts of ties to Putin's cronies. Even after the racist comments, the sexist comments, the statutory rape and the rest, that he's still a board member in good standing that gets paid by the NRA, and he's still a Republican in good standing. He was invited in the past to the State of the Union by a Republican member of Congress. He does appearances for Republicans to help them raise money, because there's literally nothing that somebody can do that's too disgusting for these people. As we chronicle here daily, day after day after day. Let's see, are there any of Ted Nugent's greatest hits that I'm missing? Former rocker scumbag Ted Nugent, who can't fill up more than sort of like a phone booth right now when he tours, and I don't know. I don't think you need much more than the statutory rape and the racist statements and the on Rosa Parks and the refusal to shower and the other things he said about Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama and others, the threats. He's an awful human being, and he fits right in the Republican Party, and that's all you really need to know.